Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
Let's. And we are starting today with some absolutely massive numbers at the box office, specifically from the South. Thalapathy Vijay's final film, Jana, is just a juggernaut. It's unbelievable. It's holding so strong, even on its second Monday. The film has already grossed over 210 crore rupees in just 11 days. And now the worldwide numbers are in, and it has officially crossed the 300 crore mark. That is staggering. It's now officially his third highest grossing film ever. And to do this with what is being called his farewell performance, it's really something special. It is. The trend is so promising, especially considering there were piracy issues early on. But the audience is just not being deterred. They want to see him on the big screen one last time, and they are showing up in droves. It speaks volumes about his star power and the emotional connection people have with him. It's not just a movie, it's an event. It's a farewell tour packed into 2.5 hours. Exactly. And when you see that kind of success, it really puts the rest of the box office landscape into perspective. It's a bit of a mixed bag elsewhere, a very mixed bag. We have some successes for sure. Ajay Devgan's Dhamal 4 is chugging along. It's in its fourth week, still adding to its total, and is targeting a finish of around 160 crore rupees. By all accounts, that's a solid hit, a successful comedy franchise entry, and people love a good comedy. It proves that if you deliver what the audience expects from a franchise like that, they'll stick with you. It's a comfortable, reliable watch. But then you look at some of the other big releases, and the story is different. Alia Bhatt's Alpha, for example, has wrapped up its run. It ended up as the 8th highest Bollywood grosser of the year, which sounds good on paper. Right, you hear 8th highest and you think, great, but the reports are calling it a losing verdict overall. So it made money, it found a place on the charts, but it didn't quite meet the massive expectations set for it. It was a bit of a tough ride. It feels like the audience is being incredibly specific right now. You either have a massive event film like Jana, a reliable franchise hit like Dhamal 4, or you risk getting lost in the middle, completely. Look at Cocktail 2. Big cast, Shahid Kapoor, Kriti Sanon, Rashmika Mandanna. It ended its entire global run at 139 crore, which again is not a small number. But for a film of that scale and star power, you'd have hoped for more.
It feels like the audience can smell a hit, and they can also smell something that's just okay. And okay doesn't seem to be enough to get people out of their houses in huge numbers anymore.
No, you're so right. And the proof is in the smaller films. We're seeing headlines like Unmadam having a huge drop on Monday, Srinivasa Mangapuram looking like a second consecutive failure for its star, and Baitara Star High facing outright rejection. The reviews for that one were not kind.
Chaotic and unfunny is a tough combination to overcome.
A very tough combination. But on the flip side, we have to shout out a success story from the Kannada film industry. Karavali has turned out to be the second successful Kannada film of the year. It's a smaller film that found its audience and is making a profit. It's so good to see that happening.
It really is. It proves that a good story, well told, can still cut through the noise, regardless of the budget or the star cast. It's not all about massive numbers. It's about connecting.
And speaking of connecting with an audience, the industry is trying new strategies. This trend of paid previews is really picking up steam.
Oh, yes. It started with Durandar The Revenge, which did great business in its previews. Then Booth Bangla followed suit.
And now another film, Oh My Dog, is doing it. They're holding paid previews a day before the official release, and they're pricing the tickets at just 149 rupees.
That's a smart way to build buzz. You get the hardcore fans in first, they see it, they love it, and they become your ambassadors on social media for the next 24 hours. It generates that crucial opening day excitement. It's a confidence move. It says, we know our film is good, and we're willing to let you see it early because we know you'll spread the word. I like it. It feels very fan-focused. It does. It's a new chapter in film promotion. From a world of box office numbers, let's pivot to the world of, well, Salman Khan. There's always a whole universe of news around him. The Salman Khan cinematic universe of news, yes. And it starts with some financial clarifications. There were reports circulating that he had slashed his fee by nearly 40% for his upcoming film with Vamshi Padipilli, currently called SVC 63. I saw that. The story was that he usually charges over 120 crore and took just 70 crore for this one. But the makers have come out very strongly against this. Very. They released a statement calling the reports purely speculative and factually incorrect. They basically said, please don't believe everything you read.
Which is fair enough. It's always strange when people start talking about exact figures of someone's salary. But the good news for fans is that the film is moving full steam ahead. He's starting a big 6-week schedule in Mumbai from August 6th.
So the movie is on track, and he's getting back to work. But of course, his film work is only one part of the story. He's also been making a lot of waves on his show, Alliance.
He has, and he's been incredibly candid. He opened up about his brother Sohail Khan's divorce from Seema Sajde, which was quite a personal moment to share.
It was. He was basically reassuring his brother, telling him not to blame himself and tracing the issues back to a specific moment. It was a surprisingly intimate glimpse into their family dynamics.
And then, in the same breath, he can pivot to absolute classic Salman Khan humor.
Oh, completely. He shared a story about his time in jail, saying he got so fit from all the work he was doing that he jokingly wished his stay had been extended by another few days.
Only he could turn that experience into a fitness anecdote. It's just peak Salman.
And he wasn't done. He also jokingly threatened to take over hosting duties from Ritesh Deshmukh on Alliance next season. The man is a content machine.
He truly is. And the biggest piece of content he's teasing right now is for the upcoming season of Big Boss.
Oh, this is the one that has everyone talking. He teased a repeat of Karan Arjun.
Which, of course, immediately sends the entire internet into a frenzy. Does it mean Shah Rukh Khan is joining the show in some capacity? A guest appearance? A co-host for an episode? Or is it more metaphorical? Does it mean the return of iconic past contestants, like two warring brothers coming back together? The speculation is off the charts. It's a brilliant marketing move. One little phrase and everyone is hooked for Big Boss 20. He knows exactly what he's doing. He certainly does. Now, moving from one superstar to another, there's some exciting news from Surya. Yes, he's gearing up for his movie Vishwanathan and Sons, which is out this month. But he's also confirmed that 2026 is going to be a triple release year for him. That's amazing for his fans. His next film, tentatively titled Surya 47, is likely to hit screens by the end of the year. 3 films in 1 year is a huge undertaking. It is. He also spoke recently about the delays and financial stress he faced during the release of his film Kurupu. He thanked his wife Joytika for her support during that tough time. It's always interesting to hear stars talk about the behind-the-scenes struggles, not just the successes.
It humanizes the whole process, doesn't it? It's not all glamour. Sometimes it's just about getting through a tough release.
Absolutely. And speaking of film projects and who is or isn't in them, Farhan Akhtar had to do a bit of clarifying this week.
Yes, he did. Reports were flying that he had exited Amir Khan's next big project, Lokata.
And his response was perfect. He basically said, "How do I exit a project when I had never even entered it officially?"
A very valid point. It's a classic case of industry chatter getting ahead of the facts. He was never confirmed for it, so he can't very well leave it.
It's a good reminder that until there's an official announcement, a lot of what we hear is just noise.
So much noise. But one project that is very much official and generating a lot of good noise is the mythological epic Ramayana. The cast seems to be growing by the day. It is.
Nitish Sharma has been cast as Shatrughan, and he called it a divine blessing, saying it's a reminder that there's always a bigger plan. It sounds like he's incredibly humbled to be part of it.
That's a lovely way to look at it. And there's another interesting casting addition. Vivek Oberoi is also joining the film.
And there's a really touching story attached to his casting. The reports say that he has decided to work on the film without taking a fee.
That's incredible. And apparently he's donating what would have been his fee to charities that support children fighting cancer.
Wow, that's a truly wonderful gesture. It adds a layer of goodwill to an already highly anticipated film.
It really does. Now, let's shift from big ensemble films to some fantastic individual performances and actor spotlights. Mahima Makwana is having a great moment with her show Musafir Cafe.
She is. She gave an interview saying the show gave her the kind of emotional connection with the audience that she'd always dreamed of. She's clearly very proud of the work, and rightly so.
And she's already hoping for a season 2. The first season apparently ended on a cliffhanger, so fans are definitely eager for more. It's great to see a young actor find a role that really resonates.
It is. And on the topic of resonating with a complex role, Rasika Dougal has been talking about reprising her character, Beena Tripathi, from Mirzapur the movie. Beena is one of the most fascinating characters on television, so layered and unpredictable. And that's what Rasika loves about her. She said, real women are contradictory, and that she loves how Beena refuses to be put into a neat little box. She's such a thoughtful actor, and I can't wait to see what she brings to the film version.
Me too. It's going to be epic. While some are looking forward, others are looking back.
Arjun Rampal just marked a huge milestone. 25 years in the industry? Can you believe it? It feels like yesterday that Pyar Ishq Aur Mohabbat came out. He shared a really heartfelt note thanking all the filmmakers, co-stars, and fans who have been part of his journey.
He specifically gave shoutouts to people like Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan. It's lovely to see that gratitude. A quarter of a century in this business is no small feat.
It's a huge achievement. And while we're talking about established stars, Kriti Sanon recently mentioned someone she'd love to work with again.
Yes, she expressed a wish to reunite with Mahesh Babu. They did a film together very early in her career.
And she was so sweet about it. She said, "I was a baby back then who didn't know much. It would be really interesting to see them share the screen again now that she's such an established superstar in her own right. The dynamic would be completely different."
It would be fantastic. I hope a director out there is listening. And we also have to send our best wishes to Rashmika Mandanna.
Yes, absolutely. She suffered a hip injury while she was filming, which sounds painful. But she's given fans a health update, reassuring everyone. She said, "It hurts, but it's not unbearable." She seems to be in good spirits, which is the most important thing. Definitely. We're wishing her a super speedy recovery. Now we do need to touch on some more serious and controversial topics that have been in the news. Right, and first up is a troubling update in the threat case involving Amir Khan. There was a threatening audio clip that went viral, and a forensic investigation was launched. The latest reports say that the Punjab Police's forensic team has found a voice match, and they've linked it to an operative from the Lawrence Bishnoi ding. That's a very serious development. It's scary to think that actors have to deal with these kinds of credible threats. It's awful. Security is obviously paramount, and it's good that the investigation is making progress, but it's a chilling situation. It really is. There has also been a lot of controversy swirling around a comment made by politician Udayanidhi Stalin about actress Trisha Krishnan. Yes, the remark was described as having a double meaning and has sparked a lot of backlash, with many accusing him of making an offensive and objectifying comment. It's become a political issue, as these things often do, and as a side effect, it's also brought the long-standing friendship and on-screen chemistry between Trisha and Thalapathy Vijay back into the spotlight, as people rush to support her.
It's an unfortunate situation all around. And in another piece of news involving misinformation, a video was being shared online that falsely claimed to show an assault on Kangana Ranaut.
Oh, I saw this. It's so irresponsible. The Quint and other fact-checkers had to come out and clarify that the video is actually old, from West Bengal, and shows an entirely different incident involving political workers.
It's just another reminder to be so careful about what we see and share online. Spreading false videos like that is incredibly dangerous and harmful.
Absolutely. And finally, in the realm of industry disputes, filmmaker Sanjay Sharma is having issues with the Central Board of Film Certification.
His film is called Saya, and he's questioning the CBFC over long delays in getting the film certified, even though he applied under the priority category. That has to be so frustrating for a filmmaker. You pour your heart and soul into a project, and then you get stuck in bureaucratic limbo. You just want to get your film out to the audience. Exactly. Hopefully his speaking out will help move things along. Let's hope so. All right, let's lighten the mood a little bit with some quick hits and viral moments to round things out. Perfect. And what's more heartwarming than Priyanka Chopra with her daughter, Malti Marie? Nothing. A video of her teaching Malti the Durga mantra went viral, and fans were just melting. They were calling her a Desi mama. It was adorable. Then in the next clip, they were having a little party moment. It's that perfect blend of culture and fun. So sweet. And speaking of visuals, some unseen pictures of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan from this year's Cannes Film Festival have surfaced. Oh, the gown with the 7,000 pearls. It was an extravagant, custom couture ivory gown, and she just looked breathtaking, as she always does. She is a permanent fixture of elegance. A true icon. And we have another icon to celebrate. Preeti Zinta was feeling nostalgic this week. Yes, she marked the 26th anniversary of her film Heart Dil Jo Pyar Karega. 26 years. That film with Salman Khan and Rani Mukherjee. What a classic. It's amazing how time flies. It really is. And finally, we have a fun little brand alignment story. It turns out that Gwalior has given us two of our most admired leading men. I know where you're going with this. Karthik Aaryan and Harshvardhan Rain. Exactly, the Gwalior boys. And now they've both become brand ambassadors for the same company, Senko Gold and Diamonds. I love that. It's such a nice, random connection. They're united by their roots and now by their endorsements. It's a great story.
It is. And on a related note, veteran actor Pavan Malhotra was singing Karthik's praises recently, saying he fully deserved his national award for Chandu Champion.
It's always great to see artists celebrating each other's work.
It's the best. It fosters such a great sense of community within the industry. What a week it's been.
From box office records to brand new controversies and everything in between. Never a dull moment. Never. And we'll be back tomorrow to break it all down again. Can't wait.
Headlines to Heartbeats Tuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.